about to escalate. Him on the rim, hit the button with a blitz, we gon' study his film. I ain't gotta say nothing, I know it's for real. Country, trying to keep.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And some room to run now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert off of play action. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. In motion left goes Sutton. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. There don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Returnable here for... Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They run it with P. Ryan on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, they go back to P. Ryan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, here's P. Ryan. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go. 5-9.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll run again with Pirine. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 3rd and 6. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. They go play action now. Wilson. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by Chosen. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Go.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Third down and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is out of bounds here. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go.
Touchdown! Mike Williams taking it in. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
A give left side for P. Ryan. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Cut.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Up the middle, here's P. Ryan. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6.
12.
Now a give right side. McLaughlin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a give right side. It's McLaughlin. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, McLaughlin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich from a yard out. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Set. Go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Run! Crowd right. Let's go. Hey, go lion.
Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Run! Hey, Ram. Hey, Ray.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. This is caught at the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Hand off here for P. Ryan. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll hand it to Pirine. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
They'll try the right side with Pirine. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Samaje Pirine with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Now Wilson changing the play. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Going deep here for Allen. Oh, first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now Pirine. And pass past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Touch 50, touch 50.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McLaughlin. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2nd and 7.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin, and he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 44. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, it's McLaughlin.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Baylor tight. 12, 12.
Now it's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now a handoff up the middle. McLaughlin, 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
3rd and 4. In motion left goes Sutton. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's McLaughlin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wilson now off the bootleg. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go, go, go. Alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Okay. Hey, Ram. Go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Hey, Kappa.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, go Lion.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 37-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. In motion left goes Sutton. Here's Pirine. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. In motion left goes Sutton. On third down, it's P. Ryan. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
In motion left goes Sutton. On 2nd down, P. Ryan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And Eckler is going to pick up a Chargers first down as they'll take this up close to midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And they do get it down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Eckler will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They run it with P. Ryan on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here comes 2nd down. Again, here's P. Ryan. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last shot for Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Wilson for the losing side. They had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, and knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for L.A., the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.